Hello everybody, and welcome to another 7DRL video. This is my second time recording this, because the first time I realized I didn't know how to pronounce the name, even though it's a pretty well-known name. This is Theseus, a game where you play as Theseus. If you don't know, Theseus was a sort of Greek warrior who was sent into a labyrinth in order to kill a minotaur, which is like a bull and a man put together. So anyways, the 7DRL, so it's a roguelike made in 7 days, this time by Matthew Ward, and Matthew Ward commented on my previous video of Demuzid that this game existed, and it has a similar principle of a one-hit kill thing. So I'm going to jump to the game. This is all it tells you, by the way. You launch the game and it tells you the controls, and that's pretty much it. So here's the game. You can see our life is 1 heart. That's how it remains. It's almost a joke, pretty much. It doesn't actually, there's no way you can get that up. So to the right we have our current weapon. You can find different weapons, but as far as I know, I found a hammer and I found a sort of pitchfork. But most weapons are worse or not as good as our sword. It doesn't really matter too much. And then there's the space items, which I'll get to later. And finally on the top right, we have level 1. That doesn't tell us which level of the labyrinth we're on. That tells us what our character level is. And I'm not really certain what difference it makes. It probably does more damage. It definitely doesn't increase your life. So let's move around. It's arrow keys to move. So you explore the labyrinth, and just like with Demuzid, you have this typical roguelike sort of vision system, and now we've encountered on the left hand side is a fire, which is an enemy, and on the right hand side is that sort of vortex, which is the exit into the next level. Now, something you will have to be very aware of with combat. Let me demonstrate how to incorrectly do combat. You don't sort of run at them like this, because they'll just kill you instantly. You have to, and then it gives you this death message, you have to work it out very sort of carefully. On the website it tells you the controls as well, and on the readme file it tells you several things about what X does, but as far as I know, something you need to figure out for yourself. Oh, that's odd, we can see a lot very quickly. You need to figure out that X is a wait key, and if you don't figure this out quickly, you'll die quickly, because the wait key is probably the most important key in the entire game. So these fires can have 2 actions, and an action could be a move or an attack. So if we move, but they can only take those 2 actions once every 2 turns. So I moved, and this is the turn where he doesn't take his action, so he'll just stay there. If I move again, he'll take his 2 actions to advance 2 spaces. And if you have to be careful, because if you get into a situation like this, where you're closer to him, then his 2 action could be 1 to move closer and another to kill us. So you need to be back here. When you're adjacent to an enemy, you can just sort of tap the arrow key in that direction and bump them to kill them. It takes a few hits, but enemies are sort of stun locked. They lose a turn when you hit them, so you can sort of stun lock them very easily. So combat is kind of tactical in this sense. So this guy's going to move 2 spaces, so I'm going to wait for him to move and then take him out that way. But there's not very many other ways I've found to take efficient ways of dispatching enemies, except for actually waiting for them to come to you. This bird, all the enemies behave differently. So this bird has 1 action, but he can take his action each turn. So the most effective way of dispatching with them is just waiting for them to go next to you and then killing them, that I've found. So kill this fire. So also, according to the developer, no one has actually beaten this game except for himself, which is pretty daunting. The game doesn't seem too difficult as long as you actually are taking care. Most of the times when I die, it's either when I'm being careless, or it's because I encountered an enemy and I don't know what it does, or an item and I don't know what it does, and it sort of catches me off guard and I don't know what to do. A lot of this game comes from knowing what all the objects do and how they behave, so that you can execute them out properly and as efficiently as possible. There's the exit, so let's move on to the next level. Also, as far as I know, enemies don't respawn on each level. They only seem to be. There's only seems to be a set amount per level, and when you kill them all, then they're gone. So yeah. And you want to be careful as you go around these corners as well, because you can die very quickly. I almost died there by accident because I moved to the right rather than waiting like I wanted to. You have to excuse me. Oh yes, I'll have to mention as well, if I sound different, it's because I'm recording in a different room, because Demuzid is Mac compatible, as this is only on Windows. So I have to change my setup because I'm playing this on a PC now instead of a Mac, and my PC is in a slightly sort of more exposed room, so you'll have to excuse if you hear a car driving past every once in a while or something. Whoops, see, I'd spam the right key there. Moving quickly like that is very dangerous. You want to sort of, you don't want to, you can hold it down if you want to. Oh, no, you can't. I thought you could hold it down. Okay, so you can't hold it down even if you wanted to, but you should still not move too quickly. There's the exit. I don't know if it's worth diving or exploring around much. Most items I find, I don't even know what they are. I didn't even comment on these winged boots I picked up. Frankly, I don't know what most of the items do. Well, yeah, I know what the pieces of paper do. Sometimes they're maps, sometimes they are a teleportation scroll. But there's a lot of different items. I found something that looked like a flaming box of tissues once, and I see a blue potion every once in a while, but it's very difficult to tell what they do. There's no graphical effect or sort of indication. I mean, you can't expect everything. It's only a 7-day. It was only made in a week, but still. Alright, we have a new enemy here, dragons. Dragons are actually not as tough as they might seem. You can kill them fairly effectively, and they don't even attack you until they've even noticed you. But basically what they do is they spit out fire, those fireball enemies, at a constant rate, but they don't actually do anything besides that, so you can kill them pretty efficiently. And it's basically sort of a fountain for an enemy fountain, basically. They don't seem to spit out fires, though, unless you are close by, and I guess that's to stop the dungeon from getting, like, absolutely swamped with fire creatures. There's another one. See, he spat out a fire right then. And the fires can take a little bit of maneuvering to take out, which is difficult. Enemies, by the way, block each other, so dragons are actually sometimes nice sort of blockages for enemies. One time there was a dragon in a very narrow corridor and a fire behind him, and I killed the dragon, and that gave the fire enough time to move past his corpse and kill me. So you have to be careful of situations like that, where killing an enemy might actually make your situation even more dangerous than it was before. Alright, I see no reason to stay here, so let's move on to the next level. So yeah, I still have these winged boots items. I imagine they make you faster, but I don't actually know. It's very difficult to tell if there's any difference. I imagine it would just give you a little bit more efficiency on your turns or something. Alright, now here's one of my least favorite enemies that I've found. The snake. The snake, is a much more cautious kind of creature. You can't really kill him. He'll sort of run away or maneuver around you. But however, see, I'm waiting. He's not even coming for me. They sort of try to wait until you're in a sort of tight spot and close you in, I think. But yeah, they're very awkward to deal with. So I don't deal with them. I just leave them, usually, because they tend not to chase. But then you get situations like these. I'm going to actually use my boots here. They seem to have one move per turn, or one move per 2 turns. No, because then he got 2 turns in a row. Oh, now he's advancing on me. See, he's in his element here. This is a tight corridor. Very easy fighting arena for a snake. I haven't actually ever killed one of these things before. I came close, but he ran away. Yeah, I'm just not going to go this way. I'm not going to fight that snake because I don't think I can. Kill the dragon, though. Dragons are easy, snakes are not. Oops, I didn't even notice him. So, I don't know how many levels there are. I don't know how far down in the dungeon you have to go before you win. I don't know how the Minotaur is going to operate when I come to him, or if I'll be able to kill him. There's a dragon. I'm up to level 5 now. Again, I think this just makes your attacks stronger. Oh, there we go. This is the other side where the snake was. Okay, this is as far as I've ever been. Oh, this is the Minotaur. There he is. Okay, I'm going to use my boots. And it seems to be giving me an extra turn. sort of just circling around each other. This is a big open area, a nice arena. Oh, there's a dragon here. Oh, enemies are spawning in randomly. I guess we're gonna have to kill him quickly. What's this corridor over here? Did he run away? Oh, yes, he did. Wait, is this a Minotaur or is this something else? Because we can just move on. Oh, yes. See, he ran away. Smarter enemies tend to sort of run away after you attack them a couple times. The snake did that, and now he's doing it. Oh, God. I really don't know how this guy operates well enough in order to get around him. I'm going to move to the left, because there's no way he's going to be able to kill me then. He seems to be able to move 2 spaces at a time, most of the time. Well, hang on, let's count. I'm going to move to the right, and he's going to move left 2. Yeah, so he has 2 actions. But then, yeah, so 2 actions at a time. So he's like the fire, except he gets 2 actions every turn. Alright, I'm going to leave then. Oh, there's an exit, but it doesn't actually do anything. So this is the Minotaur I'm supposed to kill. Okay, I managed to kill that snake somehow. So he's going to get 2 actions. If I move to the left and he moves to the left, I'll be able to hit him. But he didn't move to the left. You really need to bait this guy out. See, I was just about to move down then, but I know if I do, then he'll actually attack me. He'll have more than enough time. So I'll move to the left. And I'm not going to... I'm going to move down. You need to watch every action to see, I was going to move to the right again, but, so we're sort of, so there's 2 big rooms in case you, I don't know, need to leave the other one. I'm going to wait. I don't see any way he can get to me and kill me if I wait again. I'm going to try and wait for this bird so that I don't have to deal with it as well. Oh, yes, he came up on me. Alright, I attacked him again. I don't see any way he can get to me again, so I'm going to wait. Alright. I don't see a way he can get to me. I'm going to wait. I hate it when he moves just 1 space. I wonder if he's doing that intentionally. Or if that, like, I wonder if he's waiting because he's smart, or if he's waiting because it's part of his programming. There we go, I hit him again. Yeah, right. No way you can expect a boss to go down in just a few hits, or be stun-locked into a kill, especially not in a roguelike. Yes! I got him again. I'm going to move to the right. You just have to be aware. It's like chess. A lot of these games are like chess, apparently. You just have to be aware when your guy is in danger so that you can act appropriately. I'm going to take a sip of my peach iced tea to calm my nerves. Alright, let's wait again for him to do something. I'm not going to advance on this guy. No way. He seems to be sort of scared, maybe? I wonder if that's, again, part of his programming to try and sort of avoid me after he's at a certain low amount of health. Yeah, he doesn't seem to want to get near me at all. Oh, now there's a fire in the mix. Alright, let's try and kill this fire. Oh, thank God I'm level 5. That bird began to worry me, but then I one-shot the fire, so... Yeah, I can one-shot fire now. That's how tough I am. Is there a dragon up there? Yeah, there is. That's where this fire is coming from. Don't spit out a fire, like, right as I appear, please. Yeah, I can two-shot a dragon. That's what level 5 is like. Alright, I need to kill this guy quickly. Yes! He came at me again. The Minotaur finds you. Run. There's 2 now? Minotaur finds you. Run. What was I doing this whole time? there's a snake here. So hang on, how many Minotaurs am I supposed to kill? God, these snakes are crazy. Uh-oh. Down. Up. Oh, what? Oh, I died. Oh, how did he kill me? Oh my god. So that was clearly the last level. Do I need to just, maybe I have to kill the Minotaur quickly. Or maybe that wasn't the right Minotaur? It's difficult to know. This game doesn't tell you much. So it's sort of one of those figure it out for yourself kind of games. But it's pretty fun in that respect. So there you go. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. Just gonna end my life there. I want it to take me back to the title screen. There we go. That was Theseus by Matthew Ward. Good game, Matthew Ward. It's vague, but that's fine. Most games are. Most roguelikes are, I should say. And it leaves enough for you to sort of figure it out by yourself. And the game's fun enough that trial and error isn't at all, tedious. So there you go. That was Theseus. See you guys in the future.